To order. Stand for the pledge of allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call of members.
Chairperson Gary Roth,
Here.
Vice Chair Don Schmelzley, or Shelley Schmelzley, Lauren Smothers, John Carroll,
Here.
Mark Buckeye,
Here.
Barbara Bosler Peterson, Samir Zugame,
Present.
Eric Bennett. Got a quorum.
I got that signed once before. Here we go. Approval of the agenda.
Motion to approve the agenda. I'll second.
In a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Are we approving both agendas, even a special meeting too? Or we doing?
You mean the minutes? You mean the minutes?
Okay.
Approval of the minutes from September 23rd and October the 2nd.
I think you have to approve one at a time.
For September 23rd, 2024.
I'll make a motion, Seb.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of the minutes for October the 2nd.
I'll make a motion. I was here for that one.
I'll second it.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Public Works report.
The picnic tables at the big pavilion were painted and there was some leaf cleanup done last Wednesday. The Chamber of Commerce, their leadership program was out and did the work. So all of the tables up at the big pavilion are done. The Dave Clump family park bench is in. We've talked to Shirley Clump, Dave's widow. They want to do it next spring and have a family get together and event. So we know where we want to put it. We'll end up putting the concrete pad that it'll sit on, probably get that done before winter hits. But the bench won't be out there and covered until they're ready to have their family reunion.
So what all did we end up paying, or did they end up paying for the whole thing?
We paid for shipping. That was it.
That's not bad.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
It's neat looking. Yeah, I think you'll like it. And they do paint the letters on the inside. That is part of the glazing work that they do. It looks really neat.
Cool.
Yep. Let's see, we're gonna remove, some scrap on the old jungle gym. We scrapped out the jungle gym when we brought the new bathroom in. That's that round one.
The dome.
Yeah, it's pretty rusty and I think we're just gonna eventually move it out and scrap it and not put it back. So just so you know. And we have some oak leaf hydrangeas that the St. Genevieve downtown group bought. Whenever they originally did River Gauge Park, we took them out when we put in the new water line. Lawrence Myers approached me and said, "You're going to put them back?" I said, "Well, how many did you get?" "We got 6. I said, "Great, I'll get you 3. So we're going to put 3 of them back and then put another one down on Main Street on Market, just to fill a box that we have open right now. But not sure exactly where to put those in River Gauge Park, but probably along the fence or along the, where the signs are. And there's already some oak leaf hydrangeas that are still there,
You
so.
got ideas on that?
I was gonna say, I don't, they can get pretty big.
Well, there are many varieties, and
Right.
some get big, and like Ruby Slippers gets about 3 feet, but some can get 5 or 6.
Right.
But they're beautiful plants. They're very tough. If we take care of them until they get their roots established,
Right.
you can't let them die in the first 6 months. But if they get their roots established, they're very hardy, and they've got 3 seasons of appeal: spring, summer, and fall. So it's a good choice.
So we got them sitting out here at this point in pots. We're getting ready to plant them. We want to get them in before.
Get them watered in good.
Yeah.
As you.
They told us 5 gallons of water twice a week. And that's,
Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
seems like a lot, but I think with the soils we've got, I think it
Well,
was,
these conditions, yeah.
well, yeah, at this point. So we keep them watered out here, but we want to put those in this week.
And you don't know which variety those are, right?
The leafy kind. I do not.
I'm just saying how big they get.
I believe these are the larger ones,
Yeah, probably.
the 6. They may be like one step down, because we got the smaller pots.
Well, the size of the pot's not gonna make a
It
difference.
depends on, I'm not sure if it was a smaller root system, but yeah.
I mean,
Anyway,
yeah,
they're out there with the tags.
we'll look at them.
They're great.
What I meant by thirsty, you don't have to water them.
Right. But I was just thinking if it's gonna be like the medium height one, it might be kind of neat to have on each side of the sun. I don't know. I mean, it's just kind of my thought. That's why there's,
I was thinking they're the ones like over by the pavilion that the county put in.
Oh,
right, the one on Market Street.
Yeah,
yeah. That'd look nice.
Those look nice.
They're a good plant. As I say, once the roots are established, they're very tough.
right. I think that's why they were chosen.
Yeah.
Because of that, so. Yeah. If you have a preference, we'll put it there, otherwise we'll.
You want them to make bottom of the sign?
I think he should make that decision.
Great. So we're planning then next year they're covering the sign.
You can also print them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll take a look at the tags when we get out of here.
Okay. Cool. That's all I
Is
got.
that all you have?
That's it. Yep.
Old business, fundraising committee.
Operation committee.
Oh, well, I kind of had an idea, but we'd have to make just a little money. Is, we talked about it down at the Pumpkin Glow, is to sponsor during the Christmas walk, sponsor something where, a hayride, where we'd ask the people that live in the historic district, because like we always have our decorations up on our house and everything, to do a hayride, charge people $5, do the hayride, to go around and look at the lights in the different houses and you know, downtown, and then end up at the Main Street Park for, you know, some sort of, hot chocolate and, some
S'mores.
sort of.
S'mores.
S'mores.
S'mores, we love s'mores,
The peppermint.
you know,
I mean, yeah.
but we need help in finding somebody that has the hay wagon.
That
And,
wouldn't be hard.
okay, and then encouraging people that, you know, in a certain block area to get their Christmas displays, right after
I think
Thanksgiving.
people are pretty good about
I
that.
think they go up pretty quick.
It's getting earlier and earlier too.
Yeah, really,
Yeah.
but, you know, if,
Halloween and hit Christmas stuff.
but what do you think about that idea? I mean, if we
Neat
can,
idea.
I think it's an event, you
okay,
know?
and then the money will go towards
Just put that,
Improvement
that
of
could just
park improvement.
go towards into the,
Are you
Into the,
thinking this year or are you thinking next year? Because I
don't know.
would recommend that you get a permission from Annette. Because she does the Christmas festival.
well, yeah, we need to talk to her about it. She and Sandy I'm not,
I mean, this would be
Cabin?
more in
Yeah.
the evening.
I was gonna say, you're not gonna see lights during the day, are you?
Yeah,
No.
no, this would be more in the evening. you know?
it'd be, you know, because they have the Christmas tree
Why
lighting.
couldn't you do that? Oh, God, are we gonna have another art walk yet this year? That would be.
I don't know.
We don't
I
have
don't
one
know how
in
long
December.
they go.
No,
We don't have one in December. So that would be neat to just work it with that.
No, but you also have the Christmas tree lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Welcome. center.
Right.
That could be part
you
of the
know,
tour.
it could be part of that.
That would
Well,
be,
you
that
know,
would be the day to do it. So.
Are you thinking of selling tickets or people just show up and pay when they get on the wagon?
I say let's pay when they get on the wagon.
But just make sure that you put in there when you advertise it, it's gonna be cash only. You're
Yeah,
gonna have people that aren't gonna have cash and come up and we don't have a square or anything, so.
Yeah.
But,
I
we'll
mean,
check with,
but the money's gonna go eat,
you
know.
Would you want it, Barbara, you want to do it before or after the lighting of the tree?
probably,
I would do that.
I would think so, but make sure that it doesn't compete with that. 'cause-
Right.
no, because maybe it would bring more people to the lighting of the tree if we started there, and,
I think John's saying do it after they, are you not talking about that night? Are you talking about that night?
Well,
Are you talking about-
I don't know. if-
because what time's the tree lighting start?
6.
6?
By then, it's pitch black by 4:05.
Yeah, but they always have something else going on right afterwards too, though.
Well, there's several
I
things.
think
There's
so.
an open house at Gee Board.
Yeah,
Presbyterian Church does,
Presbyterian.
July the 70.
Right.
But I mean, that could all be part of.
That could be part of the tour.
yeah.
I'll
Okay,
talk to Annette.
you talk to them?
Mhm.
Okay, then find out, and then we just, let's, get together, outside of the meeting and do the finalization on it. I think it'd be something neat, because, there's a lot of people in town, they may not go to the Gilmore House, they may not go here, but, there's, after the tree lighting and a few things, there's really,
Yeah.
You can
nothing.
make that loop around and go
Yeah.
down past the Live Nativity and then
Yeah.
past the tree and.
Yeah,
I think it's a great idea.
That would be a wonderful
and like I
event.
said, we end up at the Main Street
Yeah.
Park for hot chocolate.
I mean, the thing is, I mean, you're
And
gonna,
s'mores.
it'll be kind of continuous loop for how long, because you're gonna have, that way you have more people that are gonna wanna do it.
Yeah, well, we'll figure out how long it takes to do what loop we do. And, let's say if it takes us 15 minutes,
Every 20 minutes.
every 20 minutes till 9 o'clock
Yeah.
or 9:30, whatever.
There will be people
Yeah,
showing up
quitting
for
times
hot
are-
chocolate and s'mores at the park who have not been on the ride, but that's probably.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That would
We'll do
sponsor.
a donation box.
Well, our event there last Friday night
Absolutely.
was a huge success.
It was.
Yeah.
Huge.
The what,
The pumpkin glow
was it?
was huge.
Yeah, we had a lot of,
We had so many comments just on
Good.
putting it on,
I figured out where the,
Pumpkins.
no,
It
we
was on
didn't.
our
We had a few
page.
dead.
parks. And then I shared it.
I
and
guess about
Well,
50.
yeah, I did.
I thought I put it on
What's going on?
what's going on St. James.
I did after you made it.
I did too.
You didn't see it. I put it on.
But there were several people there that saw it on Facebook. and-
Yeah. One's for, St. Mary's. And then
Yeah.
we had people there that were in town, a family that comes in town every year for the World Heritage.
They
And
were a fun group.
they were a lot, we had
The whole
older
part of
people,
it was great.
Yeah.
That's great, good,
people came and ate
Yeah.
s'mores and,
It was well worth it.
awesome.
Did we stay within budget, under budget, over budget?
Well, actually, there was a little issue. We went over budget a little bit.
but,
Well, the lights that we hang up down there disappeared.
Oh.
Oh,
So
Oh,
I ended
to
up
go
having to
spend
buy
money
some new
on-
lights, and it's a good thing I did because the lights under the porch don't work down there.
Really?
Yeah, it was pitch black once I
Yeah.
unplugged them down there.
Wow.
Oh,
That's good.
so somebody
Yeah.
needs to
Yeah, that's-
I mean, good that we had
repair that.
lights fixed.
Yeah, if them lights wouldn't have been up there, we would have been.
Was it just switching back?
They're on an eye.
Yeah.
Did you go check? Oh. Okay. And I've never known, I hadn't noticed, I've been down there since it's been dark lately.
So, yeah, it was, the kids were great. Some of the
But
pumpkins were
Pumpkins were great. They were big this year.
Amazing. Amazing.
And they were $2 a piece, so he shot us a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
That's a steal.
But,
Oh, I forgot the pumpkin cart. I took everything home and washed it and
oh,
still at home. I forgot it.
Oh, wow. Sometime, what are you gonna do, picture?
I still got the paint and stuff on it. I gotta take up there, so I'll grab that from you.
Okey-doke.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun for the kids and for the adults. I mean, there was a couple of adults that painted and
Yeah.
Well, we're on that, are we gonna just go ahead and leave all that sit there till Thanksgiving like we did last year?
Yeah,
Whatever's
I
coming.
think it's.
Be careful, there's
I'm gonna grab that one that's rotting, though, I'll get rid of it.
There's a couple of them that are rotting.
Yeah. Nobody chose those, I don't want
Just because fruit flies flew out of
to.
it.
And there was,
I'll take those to my mom.
there was a lot of
Make
carvings
pies out of
this year.
Really? That's awesome.
A lot of
what?
Carvings,
Yeah.
carved them out.
Carved them out.
instead of painting them.
Do we supply the,
Yeah.
you know, the thing you sketch and they
Oh, yeah.
cut through?
Yeah, there's a book that comes with the carving
Okay.
kits. And
And it's got all kinds of different
Pattern.
patterns you can use and,
there was one girl painted a pumpkin that just looked amazing too.
There's a couple of them sitting on that stage up there.
Yeah.
yeah, the stage.
I'll talk about that in a minute too.
So, well, okay, that was all under fundraising. How about the trail committee?
Everyone's submitted, waiting for refund, not refund, but grant.
Well, we take a refund.
I think it'd be nice to get the refund.
Playground committee, do you want to cover this now or do you want to go down until we get to new business?
Wait till new business.
Okay, bathroom committee.
Waiting for, we've been in discussions with Water District, Public Water District 1 on what size line it requires and what will feed it properly. Plans call for 1.5 inch. They were positive that it would run on a 3/4 inch
Nope.
line. Gary is correct, it did not. So today we tested it with a full 1 inch line and it worked like it's supposed to. So that's the meter we're gonna end up putting in next Monday and getting it to run the system. We
The one
tried.
downtown, we ran 1.5 inches.
Okay.
But that was, you know, with multiple.
You've got more
Multiple
units on
units, yeah.
each side. Yeah, so this is just one on each side. We turned everything on and they flushed like they were supposed to. So,
What about the water fountain?
not the what?
What about the water fountain?
I don't know if anybody pushed that button.
Hold, put it on hold.
Put on hold, yeah. We'll get everybody together. So anyway,
Looks nice up there.
good. So once we get that in, we can get our plumber back in to finish their part. We're gonna start landscaping around there, put the sidewalk in to connect it with the trail and with the pavilion. And then we'll make sure all the rest of it's also landscaped and leveled back out and look good. And then next year, we're thinking with the chamber group, their leadership group, have them put in some flowers and decorate around it, make it look good. We were gonna do that this year, but we just didn't have time to get it ready.
Is Johnny on the spot still at Dave Pinckney's park?
Yes.
And I think last year,
It was
we made,
in December or something before
Yeah.
I picked it up.
we just need to keep an eye on, I mean, the weather's great right now, it's not a problem.
Yep, once the weather broke. I mean, you guys just left it to me last year to make that call.
Yeah, I mean, the weather, we had such great weather all the way up through there, you know? We just leave that to you in mission.
And yeah,
And it, on the bathroom committee.
That's it. Yeah.
New business, contract for playground equipment to keep ARPA funds. So,
We did not spend all of the money on the bathrooms as we anticipated. We budgeted 160,000. I'm estimating 42, it's either gonna be 42,000 or maybe a little bit more. But the idea being that we've talked about as part of the master plan, a playground to go up at Fair Marquette Park. So what I would like to do, which I tapped to you guys last time, was let's work out a contract with one of the groups that either goes through cooperative purchasing or Sourcewell, and contract with somebody that we will purchase equipment next year. We contract this year to purchase next year, but get it when they have a special going.
my finger, that don't work.
So that's kind of where we're at. We're trying to get that done. I want you all to approve it and send it to the board for their approval finally.
That's it.
We can sign the contract and then we wait till next year for the actual.
It's kind of like a front and
The
back.
actual equipment and
Oh,
installation.
okay.
Right, we just gotta get the contract.
Yeah. If I need to make copies of anything.
I think I have this, there's 2 pages, it's the front and the back view. You have just.
I can share with John, that's a set. I can share with John, if you- here's another set.
I got more here.
And so these are all the same.
These back.
7209.
Nope.
7209.
Well, there's a log on the front of one and it's not on the other.
Okay, so it's one to the left.
I put the two together.
And there's one.
Oh, this is
Here's-
here's the configuration.
That's a set.
Configuration, so there's a little change in how it's done.
Here's another
Here,
set.
this is another front to go with the one.
Okay, so hand me the one with the log. That one there, hand me the.
That's another one.
Perfect. There, pass
Now,
that.
Excuse me.
You got one, okay.
that's okay.
I have one here.
Front and back.
Okay,
The little one that's email. That I printed them off. I've seen them already.
okay.
So this is. There's questions first.
Right.
Installation. Are we having it installed or are we gonna install it in-house?
I would prefer to have them installed.
Okay. Do we want to do a supervised install?
And the
Where
difference
we
is-
install it and then they send somebody over here to supervise it?
I don't know, because this is gonna,
There's about $8,000 difference to do that.
the issue that I see is that we're gonna be into grass cutting. Everybody's gonna be busy and everybody's gonna want stuff done, and we are not gonna have enough staff to do it. So I would say, let's go with their installation.
What about the, okay, then the next question is, what do we want for a fall zone?
What was it?
What they're recommending.
Falls.
Well, you have
Oh, yeah.
like three choices. You have the mat, you have the ground rubber, and you have the fiber stuff.
Well, I guess number one,
There's a huge difference in price.
right, so I guess number one, how much is this?
She quoted this right here with install, wood fiber surfacing, border timbers included. So it would be like a turnkey deal.
Right, I mean, what,
It is $36,978.
you said we got roughly about what, 42?
42.
But you're only talking another $6,000.
42, and
Okay.
that's what was left on the bathrooms, right?
Right.
Then we had the tar money.
Right. Oh, yeah. That's
Oh,
right.
that's-
Yeah,
So we're-
we're at 50,000, 50.
So this could be, and then we could add, there's more of the detached things, like climbers that are, Lauren was looking for the, oh, I don't want to say rustic look,
Yes,
but the
the
natural
natural
look,
look.
natural look.
And that's what,
And there is more of the log looking things, there's a rock climbing thing.
did Lauren see any of this?
Yes, I sent her the email
Okay,
that I got and her response was perfect.
okay. I just didn't want her to be
So how much do we have to spend?
50,
Say 53.5,
okay.
53.5 plus. I think we'll have a little extra, but we can,
So I mean,
that can help us with landscaping around it.
Did the electric to the big pavilion get buried?
Yes.
Great.
Haven't got that bill yet, but I don't care.
Yeah, that's a big, very big plus.
so this is all the same one, right? Just
Front and
different-
back.
Different views, right? Okay. Gotcha.
Oh, I see.
So this is,
Yeah, this is how the slides come off. and,
Right, okay.
There's your log there and there. That's the same log.
So she quoted it with the bark chips, whatever.
Mhm.
So that's something that's gotta be replaced every, whatever.
Well, any of it, she said none of it is maintenance free.
Okay, and that's, okay.
Your ground rubber stuff, you still gotta do that.
I don't,
And your matting, you have to re-level.
okay, I would just, my opinion, since we got the log stuff, I would just go with the wood chips. It's gonna be cheaper. And when your maintenance on it, I mean, throw more mulch in there. I mean, you've done this a lot longer than I, and you've been around it too, John. I know.
It makes a difference as to the quality of the wood chips, and one thing we did like about the rubber is that it was softer on the kids, and I don't know how much more it costs, but it sounds like we might have some wiggle room.
We have about $16,000 worth of wiggle room.
Yeah, I can find out, what
I
the,
bet the rubber does last longer than the wood chips do.
I would think it probably does. But
I think it's like anything, if you maintain it, it will.
right,
That's,
right.
yeah, maintain it.
But how much, I'm just looking down the road, maintenance wise,
Oh,
how much is it gonna cost to replace, not replace, but add more rubber to it as opposed to just mulch?
There's probably a difference there, but
Right,
it is nice,
yeah.
and it's, parents love it.
Well, I mean, find out, gosh.
John, I'm sorry, Gary, I say if he can price it with the rubber, it's around 45 to 48. I think that's very doable.
as far as having something, we have to have an actual number
Yeah, so they can do the contract.
for a contract that we need to,
I need for the contract to be a little flexible, which gives us the opportunity to add to if we want to.
Oh, we can do that.
But we need to just contract with the group to say, we're going to do this, this is what you're going to get, or this is the bargain you're going to get. And we will install it at such and such time, or, what I'm saying. It's, we need to just nail them down to that. But, yeah, the price may change a little bit because we are getting into the new year, but they occasionally have sales. So if we hit them at the sale point, it's like, okay, can we double this?
Right.
Or can we time and a half and then put the rubber matting in as well? And then you end up with a larger playground for the kids.
What would be the containment, strategy on this? There has to be containment for whatever we put in there.
she's
Otherwise it'll
got
spread all over.
border timbers are included.
Border timbers.
Okay.
Now, the one at Valley Spring is a PVC wall thing that goes around that, that's a little tight also, so let me see what.
That was actual rubber.
Right.
It would have to come
Mm-hmm.
over. Filter had been done today.
If it's a good containment system, that would be an argument in favor of the rubber. If it's not a very effective, then you'd rather have wood chips spilling out around the place than you would having the rubber, but those are all things that,
Rubber usually has to have some sort of edging.
this looks like a pretty good, value for that kind of money to me, but
Yeah, Mike, if we can get them in a sale and say, hey, let's double the size of this other.
So is there a base or something under like the rubber? Would they put down some sort of,
Weed area or something?
yeah,
I don't know if it's an asphalt surface that's put, sometimes they put a hard surface and then they put the rubber on top of it.
okay.
So, but I don't
The
know,
mats,
is it rubber mats, but it is on either asphalt. or
the
concrete.
ground rubber is just as a fill.
Oh, is it, okay.
It's just a pour.
Oh, like a, okay,
Pellets.
okay.
There's nothing in here about the edging.
So so they put down a base, I'll call it a base, and then the wood, if they have the rubber pellets go on top.
Yeah.
So they're not putting rubber pellets right on the ground.
I don't think so. I'm sure there's some kind of mat. I think could request some kind of mat in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is the
You have
rubber,
to
is the
have some
rubber,
sort of barrier for weeds.
Right, that's what I was,
is the rubber gonna be like one gigantic piece, or is it gonna
No.
be the piece that's
No,
interlocks, like squares that,
pellets.
okay.
Just,
Pour in.
just little pellets.
You get into the matting, she said that could be half the price of the playground for the
And
mat.
then you have to re-level it.
Yeah, and then it's, it's a pretty big
So
maintenance
that's more
thing too.
maintenance, yeah. Oh, I guess. See what you can find out about the,
Yep,
Either one could
she's
work.
great to work
yeah, either
with.
one would be fine, yeah.
She's great to work with,
I
so.
mean, and like Happy said, ask them if they got some kind of sale coming up or something where we can, hey, 2 for 1.
Her, it's her.
If they run a special in December, we'll wait till December.
Oh, they said it.
Yes.
That's what I said.
Yeah, because usually the sales go on, whatever they have left over
Yeah.
at the end of the year.
Right, and this time of year, it's getting where, yeah.
I
Anyway,
mean, we don't care if it's this year's model. We
Right,
get it
no.
next
Oh, I
year.
know, yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Kids will be excited, it's something new, they don't care.
Find something home.
What do you need from us tonight then? You just need the approval?
Did you get anything from her, or you're looking for everybody to kind of agree on this
Well,
stuff?
this is what she sent me.
Okay.
And like I said, we can,
So I would say, look at the picture, if that's the style of playground that you're interested in. Is that gonna work?
Yeah,
Because I'm thinking that's the size that she's trying to focus on for this purpose. And then what Gary's talking about, what about the matting? What kind of matting do you want?
Well, partly depends on if it fits within our funding.
Right.
And if it's
well, there was like a foot.
feasible to maintain it.
72 by 77 or something like that was the overall footprint.
72 wide, 72 feet, okay, yeah.
So there's
So
another
the fall zone.
Falls on, oh,
so is
okay.
that gonna be
That's 6 feet.
a rectangular shape, or is that like the square footage where they can actually have it more natural as far as like curves or whatever?
So I think this is the layout.
This shape?
Yeah, that gives you all your,
No, I'm talking about like all this down here.
right.
So you think that's the layout this
I
year?
think that's the
Oh.
layout, because each piece of equipment
Right,
can have a different fall zone by the
Right.
height of the
Gotcha,
drop
okay.
of the ground.
okay.
Well,
That's why you can get into some of them legs going out,
Right, right,
bumps going
right.
out.
Okay.
So will there be enough room if we see we can add some more, another piece of equipment in there in this footprint?
I don't know about in
They
that.
may hit the
I
extent.
mean, as far as like a little climber or something, I'm sure it would be.
Yeah,
But if we have to add more equipment and expand the footprint, then we take that into account.
right, right.
70 by 77 is a large area.
It is
That
big,
is
yeah.
a lot.
It's huge.
But it's,
I mean, a basketball court is 84 feet.
right,
I mean, you're almost the length of a basketball court.
right.
That's a lot of space that we can adjust, add down the road if we really need to.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, if Lauren's happy with it, I'm happy with it.
Yeah, your comment was perfect, so.
Okay.
So we don't need to make a motion to give Gary approval to proceed?
Well, if I get the prices and, for the other, we come back to December meeting, we're still good, right?
He's
Oh,
gotta,
yeah.
November
he's
meeting.
gotta get the contract.
Or no, yeah, November meeting, November
And
meeting.
the board meeting would be December, yeah. You want to do that?
Does that give
Okay.
us, we good enough with that?
Yeah.
Does that give you enough time to do what you're gonna have to do?
Yeah, yeah. I just want to make sure we keep moving along, so we.
Right.
That's okay.
Because the board only meets one time.
That's why I wanted this tonight.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, perfect. I say,
I say it looks great.
yeah, I do
That's
too.
good.
It looks
That looks
fabulous.
nice.
If you want to keep that, I don't care.
Okay,
I mean, I got it on my,
okay,
email, that way you got that number and everything.
yeah, okay.
So I wanna, on, rubber, pellets. And what the timbers are, right?
And ask if they have any sales coming up or,
Well, yeah, they won't predict it ahead of time, but the concept is we would like to purchase at that point. We want to sign a contract for.
When are we wanting this installed?
Yeah, I would say
maybe sometime in the spring, yeah.
we won't be interfering with anything at the soccer fields.
No. Just something just hit me there, but it'd be okay. There's sewer line runs through there, so,
Yeah, but that, how deep is that?
about 30 inches. It's, that pressure line from the bathrooms.
Oh,
Oh, coming from up on top of it.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
But we just have to figure out how to,
yeah.
I don't know what's that.
we have to remove it.
That's great. It's always good to know about
We have
where
to
it's out.
remove it. Yeah, but,
Right.
Huh?
It's always good to know about where it's at.
Yeah. That's better than them not knowing it's there at all.
Yeah.
it's true.
Guess what we have here?
Okay, is that it on the playground?
I believe.
Anything else?
Oh. Is this new business or other business? Are you in other business?
We're in other business.
I have a question. So, down at Main Street Park, they've been doing their little things down there. So, it looks like the stage is semi-permanent. Is that creating a liability for the city?
Yeah.
No, okay. I just wanted to make sure.
And it's, I mean, it's just that they didn't want to set up material.
No, and I understand that. And that's fine. I just want to make
Is
sure.
it gonna be semi-permanent all year long?
I don't think so. Well, I don't know.
No, they're not gonna leave it there. It's just they didn't want to take it down and put it
Every
up every
week.
weekend.
Right, every weekend.
So,
But that's just, kind of my thing.
Well, it was nice having a park owned by the city for a while, and I guess it's inevitable that somebody would take it over.
Number 4. City's moved up to number 3, I moved up to 4.
Yeah.
I asked him if there's gonna be a ribbon cutting ceremony at the new named park. He says, you're number 3 on my
Yeah, we
list.
don't have to own all the parks.
Anyway. That's all I.
Oh, I did.
Didn't want to make sure that.
That's not-
No, it's not.
Almost lost completely. We had a business owner come over to the Punk and Glow. Just head over heels about it. This is great, see this park, but, so she ain't brought up blow-ups.
Oh, Gene, Gene over.
Yeah, they would change.
She wants the blow-ups in the park down there.
See, that could,
And I told her I'll make it happen.
I think it's a neat idea.
It's okay. The thing is, it gets so windy. So I have another previous business owner down there that walks out of her house every morning and goes over there and has to straighten them all up.
We'll put her on the payroll.
She makes more than we do.
His payroll. On my payroll, yeah. But no, it's not a big deal if somebody's gonna go and set them back up every morning when they're laying over.
Well, that's what they do, yeah.
Well, I'll get some advice on putting them up.
Well, how many do
I
we-
believe you're the one who put them up all.
Well, I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna get some advice and
Oh,
somebody
get
who
some
puts
advice.
hundreds of them up.
Yeah.
I know who you're.
You know what I'm talking about.
How many do we have?
Too many.
I'm not sure we have any.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they're,
Last time they got torn up pretty badly with the last wind, so we didn't replace. But we'll
we don't have to replace them, I can repair it.
we'll have to find them.
Duct tape.
And they were right where they're
I
at.
already see Frosty
They
with
found
stitches
them,
going
they found
across.
them looking for the lights the other
Frosty,
day.
Frosty the Frankenstein.
Yeah, I thought we buried them.
So-
Did you hear me?
What, no?
Frosty the Frankenstein.
Big head frosting?
Well, Can we put turkey feathers on it too?
I know.
I think it's a neat idea to put some gloves down.
Did the community center and River Dogs meet?
Oh, yeah.
Discuss anything at all? I mean, I know
What
we're
about
not
the ball
to
field?
their lap to discuss all this. We made the
Did they
motion.
come to the board?
No, we figured that it was, because it was part of the master plan that was adopted by the board, that we bypassed that and told them to start working on it whenever they're.
Oh, good.
They're ready.
Good deal.
Yeah, so we're completely out of it.
Yep.
Okay, that's kind of what I was hoping you would
Good deal.
say.
Hadn't seen any work up there, but we weren't gonna delay them any.
All right. Fine.
Let's say, does this has to go to the board though, even though it's part of the master plan?
This is
Because of the fund?
It's contractual because of the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they have to say, yes, we want to change what we initially said for the ARPA funding and because we have a contract. Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the others, they're doing it volunteer, like, go for it.
And they are a member of Sourcewell, I checked with her on that.
Good. Awesome.
I'm good. Anybody else? got any-
Motion to
Well,
adjourn?
I just wanted to say that I had a gentleman talk to me at the Pumpkin Globe who had been on the park board decades ago when I started. He was on the park board before me. He says, I am so glad the park board is doing things now.
Told me the same
You know,
thing.
and he, because I know what we went through. Of course, he'd been on the board long before I was. And there was never any money and there was never anything. And, so I thought that was a big compliment for us.
Did you tell them we're missing 2 members? Welcome back.
No.
We'll take you.
I got a lead on one I'm working on.
I've got a lead on one too, and I'll talk to her soon.
And we did have some volunteers come down and help
Oh,
us,
yeah.
Friday
Thank goodness.
also.
Yeah.
That was great.
Motion to adjourn.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
If you do.
Perfect.
Game over.